Yo, what is good, G Mafia? If you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We are on the road to 50K. And for all my returning subscribers, y'all look good today, per usual. And I hope y'all are doing well. In today's video, I'll be speaking about men's emotional intelligence and how having emotional intelligence sets apart healthy relationships with stand-up guys for men versus men who relationships don't even make it past 1 week. First things first, when we're talking about emotional intelligence, I believe in the simplest terms, it's just reading the room. It's just, it's having the ability to be empathetic and understanding and communicating well, because the biggest thing, the most important thing in all relationships is the way you communicate with each other. You don't want any lines blurred, you don't want any lines crossed, you want clear-cut communication. Because a lot of men tend to possess and project narcissistic behavior, meaning you don't care, you don't try to care, you don't try to change. And I'm not saying you have to change for any individual, but wanting to get better and better your relationship should be your goal, just both male and female. But when you project these narcissistic tendencies, because not all men with narcissistic tendencies are narcissists, but you're pretty close. The first thing is just lacking empathy, lacking the ability to be understanding. For example, not being on time or something upsetting your partner, and instead of being like, I hear you and I hear that you're upset, you immediately project and reject what they're saying and become defensive. Oh no, you shouldn't have took it that way. Oh no, that's not how I meant it. That is the biggest sign that you lack emotional intelligence. Just because it's not how you meant it, and that's not how you intended for it to come across, it still came off that way. And she's still upset. And this is not me saying you have to kiss up and suck up to her, but saying, hey, listen, I know I could have probably worded that better, I could have said that better, and for that, I'm sorry. Not immediately invalidating her feelings, because that is another sign that you lack emotional intelligence. The way she feels does not matter to you. You will invalidate her feelings every time if that means you get to be right. Meaning you have a reason and excuse for every action instead of just being able to take accountability. I say it all the time. Men want submissive women. Men want women who submit to them and listen to them and cook for them and clean for them, etc. But what do you do to make her feel submissive? What do you do to make her feel comfortable and safe and secure? Because trust me when I tell you this, and this is the most important part of the video, that woman will love to be submissive. You think she wants to have her masculine side shown all the time? You think she doesn't want to be soft and sweet and brought flowers and told that she's gorgeous? But you don't allow her to be her most feminine version of herself. And yet you're quick to tell her that she never gets dressed anymore, and when y'all first started dating, she used to dress way cuter and she used to try. She's just reciprocating energy. You lack emotional intelligence to understand that, yeah, she's not trying anymore, but it's due to the fact of you don't give her anything to try for. For example, another instance that comes to mind when I think of emotional intelligence is just having the ability to say, hey, like, I'm gonna be busy from this time to this time, or hey, babe, I'm going here, so if I don't respond, I'm sorry. No, you'll wait until she's blown your phone up 100 million times because she cares about you to text her, hey, sorry babe, I was playing basketball. And now you're calling her insecure and that she doesn't trust you. It's not that she doesn't trust you. She's worried about you. You haven't talked to her in 4 hours, and last time she talked to you, you said you were taking a nap. Now you're out playing basketball. She sees your location. She doesn't know this location. Emotional intelligence is just being able to say, hey, I'm going to be here. Communicating beforehand, before it ever gets to the point where she is worrying about you and she is scared, or she does start to become insecure and think you're cheating or doing something sneaky. You have a chance to stop all of that. But ladies, I say it all the time, emotional intelligence starts on that first date that you have with them. The guy who clearly can't tell that you're uncomfortable and he clearly keeps trying to make moves on you and touch you, and when he can kind of see that's not what you want, isn't a guy you want to be with. That's another thing of lacking the emotional intelligence, just having the emotional intelligence to be able to read the room. A woman is never going to give you access to her body if you can't understand her mind. And when I say understand her mind, is being able to stimulate her up here before you ever can turn her on physically. So before you're rushing to touch and kiss and rub on her, learning about her, learning what makes her tick, the things that upset her, what she's been through. That's how you build the emotional intelligence. And that's just the general basis of this all. And if y'all want a more in-depth video, let's get this video to 10,000 views. And obviously, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if y'all haven't, share this video. Emotional intelligence is so important, and being with a person, both guy or girl, who lacks the emotional intelligence to be able to communicate properly is the reason why so many relationships are unsuccessful. So if this video taught you something today, I did my job. And make sure y'all leave suggestions on other videos I should do, if I should do a more in-depth video of like emotional intelligence and how to tell if a person is emotionally unintelligent. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.